left my volume up from when I was going for a walk. Would have almost heard the stream through my microphone. Actually, you probably did for the brief second. This thing is super sensitive. It picks up everything. It's not a very good headset, but it's a headset, and that's what matters. Because I can walk around while I play.
Because the fish tastes so good.
I could absolutely give you guys better mic quality if I sat down with the Yeti in front of me, because the PlayStation does allow you to plug that in, but then I can't walk around. Maybe we'll just get a better headset someday. But hey, how's everyone doing? We're back with yet even more Genshin, because that's what we're working through. Not that we technically need to play it anymore this week or next week, or like for this patch. Though, you know, since we started, it is nice to actually start catching up on things. But we got our goal. That was the whole reason we got here. She's standing on stream right now.
Explosions can hurt people.
We've been in Inazuma for how long now? Because I've just been letting this sit here and we haven't touched it.
Those are the survival
it's kind of a
rules
shame.
that the Knights of Favonius gave me. Totoko, where are you?
I remember I always kept saying too, since this is the one we're the furthest behind, it was the one that was going to sit on the back burner the longest. But I'm moody about this stuff. It depends if there's something in the game I particularly currently want, and then that's the one we're going to progress in the most. Just like how we were progressing a lot in ZZZ back when Genshin Impact was on the banner. Which is probably a weird comparison to a lot of people. Because Genshin Impact is like the current most powerful character in ZZZ, so it makes sense that you'd probably dedicate time to do that. While Klee is like one of the very first characters added in the game, why would somebody do that? But hey, you know, your favorite's your favorite.
These bombs, so heavy.
Okay.
Totoko, where
Check it
are
out
you?
on Twitter. And then I think we're good.
These bombs, so heavy. Do you want to come fish blasting with me? I'll get grounded for a whole day, but it's way worth it because the fish tastes so good.
I still like, since we went and did that event recently,
These bombs,
before
so
it goes
heavy.
away. I don't know if it's gonna go away, because it's got crucial story stuff, but most events go away, and they didn't say, like the summer event, this was sticking around. But even her mom got grounded for going fish blasting with her, because it's just strictly prohibited in Mondstadt. That was my favorite part, or one of my favorite parts. I don't know if that was my absolute favorite part. It was definitely one of my favorite parts from that recent quest. And there we go.
Explosion inside city wall. Grounded be thy woe.
Now
hurt
we are
people.
everywhere.
Gin can be dreadful. Mondstadt be bombed. Klee be these bombs so heavy.
This was always one of the funniest parts about Klee as a character, just like the way they designed her. with the English localization or whatever, the spiel that she ends up giving about the rules the Knights of Favonius gave her is so long that her idol often cuts it off, and she'll just go into one of her shorter ones before she can finish it. Like, if you actually want to hear the whole thing, you kind of have to go into her voice lines.
Large firework? You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Huh, may as well give it to you. Let me know how it turns out. Don't forget,
that's
move well away from it after you light the fuse,
convenient.
and try to avoid burning your clothes.
Not to the point that it's unbelievable,
also,
because
it's best that you cover your ears.
so far she seems like the type of person who would just be making different exciting fireworks all the time, so she could conveniently have a giant one.
It's just a firework, come on. What's the worst that could happen? We'll give it a try. Thanks, Yoimiya. Well, we got our distraction. Now we just need to wait for nightfall.
I think this right here is one of my favorite QLs for the game. Is that if you hit the navigation while you need to wait, it just pulls up the clock with the amount of time that you need to wait to. It just saves you, I don't know, 5 button presses. Oh. What do I have to do? This is before the, what's it called? The focused quest line thing is available. We have to actually go finish delivering Chisato's letter. I guess it's pretty close. I think finishing this quest too is also what allows us to freely go in and out of Rito, so that's probably for the best to finish it. Yeah, there we go. Now we have our travel permit, I think. Probably should have just finished this a while ago. Not that it was really a problem, except for one time off stream while I was doing some, like, location grinding, like getting teleports and stuff that try to get back into the village without teleporting, they stop me. Which I found pretty weird, because we're not supposed to have left it. But I guess the way the game is programmed, it's just a barrier, like there's a wall around the village. I think it was flying in, too. Like, they stop you if you're gliding in and out of the place. Oh, no, I didn't mean to scare the cat. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Yay! There's our travel permit. Is that where we need to go now? Are we still doing that? Okay.
You! The warrant is for your arrest!
Oh no!
Oh. I forgot that we're supposed to be sneaky. That's fine. It's pretty easy to sneak around here. If you remember that you're supposed to be sneaky. Is there like a chest or something down here? This is the exact place where I would hide a chest. Which is probably why they didn't do it, because this is just too obvious of a place to hide a chest. You gotta look, some of these chests are just like in the weirdest locations.
Pretty much how I thought.
They like to
There are
really hide
loads
them
and
in
loads
spots
of
to where
people.
like a
If
common
one of them
chest
spots me,
just looks like a
I'll
crate
get
behind
caught.
somebody's house, tucked
We
in a
need
corner.
to get rid of them, or
To where
I
if you're
won't
not
be able to sneak
particularly
inside.
looking for it, or if you're not close enough that the pop-up for open chest shows up,
After I get the document,
you could just miss
let's
this
meet
thing.
back at
There's some
Kamari
chests that
Tea
I've
House,
ran by
okay?
maybe 100 times
Also,
for years,
if
and then I
do
only
get
just
caught,
saw it on that 100th time.
please come rescue me. Is this really a good
Of course, that's also why you
idea?
have a treasure compass.
Anyway, let's make our way to the
But I am
statue.
so relaxed with doing the
Careful, that's it.
reputation
Watch
quests
out for guards
up
and
until
don't
very
get caught.
recently that I don't even have treasure compasses for half the areas. I think I actually almost caught up on reputation though on my personal account. I think the only glider I'm missing is Sumeru, which I could probably get this week if I bothered to do it.
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, I'll get caught. We need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside. After I get the document, let's meet back at Kamari Tea House, okay? Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me.
Absolutely.
Is this really a good idea? Anyway, let's make our way to the statue. Careful does it. Watch out for guards and don't get caught.
No, that's not the button. Oh, that's just kind of going right back to where we were. Okay. I often just accidentally bring up the chat in this game. I don't know if it's possible to switch it. I don't think it is. It's pretty limited. You can switch what's on your wheel, but you can't really switch most of the buttons in this game. But like literally every other game on the PlayStation that's like this.
Ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, you and Mia.
Oh,
You are
we have
officially
gates.
nuts. Uh-oh. They're all coming this way. Quick, run!
Shh. Fine. Oh, nope. There's a dude who sees us. Frick. Hide behind this tree. We're fine. Forgot what I was saying. Hey, Fizz. I was saying something, and I completely lost my train of thought
Well,
because we were
how
now
did
in
it go?
a timed escape portion.
Well done. Let's wait for news from Sayu.
I know Exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. Everyone is spinning. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. Oh, right, yeah, I got it. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious. Here you go. I'm going to sleep now.
Oh,
My lady.
cool. Have
What
fun
are we
with that.
looking at?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission
Yeah,
is preparing to
I-
present to the Shogun. In
I can't
addition, we have
stand
correspondence
all
with
that
the Fatui.
editing time.
It
No,
seems
I like
that
the editing
Kujiai was
itself
right.
when I'm making
They have
videos,
been
but
fomenting unrest
probably one of
behind
the same
scenes.
things that you're dealing
This
with.
should be ample evidence.
Rendering it
Please
just
take them to
takes up your
Kujiai.
computing power.
I trust you will have a
Especially when
plan
you have
for
an
the next
aging
step.
device, so it's like you can't really do anything else while it's doing that.
I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui in Inazuma.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still
Who's
get
Sayu?
goosebumps just thinking about her
Sayu
clawing that
is
blade.
a ninja
Again, we'll
who
just have to
works
trust
for.
Kujiai. She is close to the Shogun.
Oh
so
god, what's the commission the
maybe she will have a
Kamisatos are in
way.
charge of? I'm trying to remember.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be
The one
good
that's
for
friendly
everyone
to
with
us,
their
the
Nico
neutral
soon.
commission.
Let's pack up our things and get
But
ready
she
to
works
head to the
basically for the
graveyard
Kamisato
the shrine.
family. And she was supposed to go basically steal important documents for us while we were making a distraction. So that was the whole last thing we did in the quest was set off some fireworks, distract the guards, have them chase us for a while. Which I think is a fun thing to do. I don't think you always need to be doing the most important thing as long as you're still doing a fun important thing. Because if we were to go steal it,
These bombs, so heavy.
it would either be another stealth quest like the one back in Mondstadt, or it would just be one where we fight everyone. And they still kind of gave us a stealth thing, but they gave us a slightly different one to do, and it was more of like a timed, fast-paced chase, which would be far more interesting
Lady
than
Gucci,
having us repeat the thing
here
that
I
we
am,
did before.
as promised. Rest
And I
assured
think that's the
came
more
here
important thing in
alone
a video
and
game
told
is to
no
just
one
keep
about
your
this
players
trip.
interested. So you want
I
to keep
knew
giving
you
them
would keep your
interesting things
promise
to do
after
within the
all.
mechanics of your
I'm
game.
sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan, and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider
Shadow
the
the Conqueror
policy
memed?
if all of the things you
I've
just
never seen
mentioned
him, but-
appeared in this report?
Nobody sees every
So,
meme.
the
There's tons of
Tenryou
memes I
Commission.
never see, so.
They are deliberately
I believe it.
deceiving the Shogun?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun, too.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? Ugh! This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway.
I mean, I guess, you know, it's by Shad, right? So
Yep. Let's catch up with
whether it was good or bad, people are
Hold
probably
on,
going to be on it.
Traveler. There's something
I haven't read
else
it either.
we need to discuss.
I remember seeing some reviews about it.
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia,
Way back,
it was in
because
front of the statue of the
Obviously,
omnipresent
anybody who's
god,
critical towards
correct?
other people's work is going to draw the ire of people to be critical of theirs.
You must
And
find a way
basically
to
what I got
recreate
from
the
most people's reviews,
circumstances of that day.
though I can't judge it
If
myself
you can
because
get
I've
the
never read
Raiden
it,
Shogun to
is that it's
open
just
her
pretty
heart to
mid.
you once more before the statue of
Like,
the
it's not
omnipresent
great,
god.
but it's not bad
you will have
either.
the opportunity you need. Take this with
Like,
you as a
it doesn't
farewell
feel like
gift.
it's the first story
What is
somebody
it?
ever wrote, but it definitely
The
feels like the
Omamori
first
from the
story
Grand
somebody's
Narukami
published.
Shrine are very
right?
potent indeed. I thought
Where they
I'd put
still
one
definitely
aside
have a
for you.
lot of experience to go before they write something that's good, if they even have that potential.
If you find yourself
But that's
at your
just what
wit's
I've
end,
gleaned. I
take
don't
it out and see
actually
what
know if that's the
happens.
case.
Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your problems will disappear in the blink of an eye. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the Traveler.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting on you.
Supposedly a redemption story. Redemption stories can be good, depending on how you do it. In some ways, they're some of the most compelling stories to most people. But I think one of the big problems with a redemption story is if you start off in a really, really low, like a detestable beginning, then the rubber band has to snap back for the redemption just as hard as how low they were, or even harder. So you're actually setting up a monumental task for yourself as a writer. And I think most people, for their redemption stories, if there's a challenge down there, they should probably just start off pretty simple and work their way up to more complicated stuff. Because you can even have a roadmap and a vision in your head that would work, but you don't necessarily know how to execute it yet, you know?
Clean
trying to get down to my map.
girl today.
All the way back here. Well, now we can run around without people trying to arrest us nonstop. That's pretty good. Well, even though we are technically still wanted.
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least
Honestly, I think
until
that
I
advice
received
applies
an
to most
explanation
styles
from
of story.
Takayuki.
If I were to tell people, is
But if
if you
that
don't have a
been
lot of
deceptive
experience
in this matter, then not only
at
will you be
putting
arrested
out
immediately,
fully executed
but
stories,
you'll
'cause
also be charged
until
with one
something's
more
fully
crime.
executed, you don't
Do
even know
I
how
make
bad or
myself
good you
clear?
did with something. You can't get proper critique. So if somebody isn't experienced with putting stories out yet, it's
Good.
better to kind of start simple and work your way up to complicated things. There's a lot of people who want to jump in. They want to do their like magnum opus, epic adventure or whatever for the first thing they ever put out. Or they want to make like the most complicated murder mystery ever. It's like, well, you didn't have any experience yet. Like you don't actually know what you're doing. Is this where we fight Senora? This might be where we fight Senora. Which this would not be a very good comp for fighting Senora if that's the case, because half of her fight is fire, and the other half is ice. I don't even think Charlotte, who is a healer, would be the best comp for this. Swirl would work good with it. Electro would work good. Who can I switch out? I think actually maybe we keep Charlotte for the healing from her ult, even though she doesn't have healing on demand. I don't want Barbara, because A, ours isn't built at all. Like she's too low to be useful. And B, she makes you wet. So during the freeze stage, we would just be freezing up a lot. I think we'll keep Chevreuse because Chevreuse, even though it's not that good, it's not leveled up. It's on-demand healing.
In the name of the Prinzessin.
So we'll just do this. I think this is better. Yeah.
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to
Oh
speak
no,
to him.
this
I
is
won't tell you
just
twice.
normal fighting right now. Okay. Well, this is where the fight takes place. That's why I assumed this was the part. Unless it throws us right into the battle afterwards.
I must.
Who goes there?
Fire in the hole!
Get them. Midnight Phantasmagoria.
You asked for it! Mozart! Mozart! Locked on! Mozart!
I must. Brace yourself. Watch your step.
I thought he was gonna dash at us. That's why I was doing what I was doing.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
Knock him down.
Take me up! Locked on!
That's the dash. Yeah. Okay.
No turning back!
Soldier, I dare you.
By royal decree, let's fly! Mozart!
Open fire!
Show me what you've got.
Open fire!
Locked on! Mozart!
Fire in the hole!
Justice will prevail! Final warning! Midnight Phantasmagoria!
Watch your step. Show me what you've got.
Stop right there! Mozart!
I've lost. Battle formation.
Mozart!
Glory to the Shogun! Strike!
Drop your weapons! Let's fly!
Open fire!
Train harder.
Okay, cool. When you kill that guy, all the other guys die anyway.
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How dare you disregard my orders?
Master, I...
Go on, ask him! Don't let him intimidate you!
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please, tell me why.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters. You stole them.
Should I take your words to
I
mean
think even
that
my earlier
these documents
advice to
were
also
not
depends
forgeries? They were really penned by your own
where
hand.
your experience is, right? Because you could
Please
actually get a
tell
lot of
me,
experience
Master, I need to know.
getting
Has the
proper
Tenryou
critique on
Commission
stories,
really
actually
betrayed the
taking creative
shogunate?
writing classes. That's
Yes.
I would say it's like a
have
shortcut,
dealings
but
with the
it's kind of the
Fatui,
proper
and
way
yes,
to learn.
the report
A
you
lot of
saw
people
was
are
penned
what
by
you
my
call
hand.
self-taught now,
He just came right out and admitted it!
and they're very
Diplomats
sensitive
from
when they're
Snezhnaya
self-taught.
promised a very generous
And there's nothing wrong with
reward
being
indeed.
self-taught. I'm
And
self-taught
all
in
they
a lot of
requested
things.
of me in return
But that's one of
was
the
to
few
see
areas
that the
where I'm
Vision
not.
Hunt decrees upheld. For too long, the
And
Kujo
you
clan's
kind of just
position
have
has
to
been
know
coveted
to
by
be able
so
to take
many.
critique
There is no
when it is
shortage
proper
of clans
critique.
who will tear
And
us
I think
down at
another
the
problem
first
too is a lot of people who are
So,
self-taught and they're putting things
when
out on the
chance
internet
arose to gain the
aren't getting
backing of
proper
another
critique
powerful
either,
nation
because
and
they're also
crack
getting it
down
from
on
other
our
people in the
enemies
same
at the
situation
time.
who have
It
just as
appeared
much,
to
if
me to be an
less
excellent
experience than they do.
deal. I simply saw no need to inform you, Sarah.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like
Now
it's
reviews,
nothing?
you can take reviews from anyone.
Betrayal? How can you call
But reviews
this
are only
a
good for
betrayal?
if you're trying
The
to
Fatui may think they
direct
are
your writing
using
into
me,
more sales.
but the reverse
Not necessarily
is
for
true.
making better
What
art,
could they
but for
possibly
selling
hope to
more.
achieve?
Which
When
is
the
still a very
lightning
valuable
strikes
component.
in Inazuma,
if that's
they
something you're
shall
interested in.
fall to their knees and tremble, paralyzed by fear and trepidation. After all,
But
none can contend with
the thing with reviews and
supreme
sales and stuff is you
power
need a very
of the
sample size.
almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior, especially the Muso no Hitotachi. In fact, he seems to be way too into it.
But Master, what about loyalty? Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me the importance of loyalty from servants to their superiors. But it's clear to me now that you wanted my
Reviews and
loyalties
critique
to
are also
stop
very
with the
different.
Kujo clan.
I think
So
there's
you
something
were
about like
scared that I would betray you one day?
the way content is made on the
hypocrite.
internet
Preaching about virtue
is that people
just to mask
people
your
don't
own wretched
distinguish that
selfishness.
reviews and critique are different.
Selfishness?
So like video
I
essays
am but safeguarding
from both
the
are just lumped into the
eternity
same
of
category.
The Kujo clan. I'm quite sure the almighty Shogun would be sympathetic to that.
Like
As
critique
would the
is
former
critical,
head of our clan.
but it also
Hate to say
often
it, but his ego
gives
is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo
advice
clan is a
or
match for the Fatui,
examples
kinda
of what they
thinks
could have
he's
done
in for a
better.
nasty
Direction.
surprise.
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct
Maybe
thing
even
to do?
because like
Even
a
though it
review will
goes
tell you what
against
was
what
good
I
about
know
something,
in
what
my
was
heart
bad
to
about
be
something.
right.
A critique will
But
tell
I
you what to focus
chose
on, right?
to
Like,
obey
oh,
the
this was the
Shogun.
strength of it, and maybe it
For
needed
as
to
long
focus a
as
little
she
bit more on
leads
this.
the
Maybe this
way, who
part
among
could
us is
have been
qualified to
changed
judge
or even
between
moved
right
over, and
and
the
wrong
pacing would be
when
better.
we have not yet reached the end of the path? But now
But it's all
I
just like one
realize
stew
that
on
the
the
path
internet.
of eternity
And that's
is
not
one
helpful.
without end, while this path, it has long since been defiled by your selfish ways. So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this. If nothing else, my conscience will be clear.
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable, and nothing you can do will change this. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat.
This
A
is also why
harbinger by the name of
our
Signora.
rating systems have gotten pretty stupid
Senora
as well,
Senna
right? Like we have
Hagana?
the out of 10 rating system.
Not her again. Way back
But a
in
rating is not a
Miso,
grade.
Lady Hiragi said
Really. I mean,
something about
technically
the
it is.
Kanjo Commissioner
But it's
meeting
not a
with an
grade like in
arrogant
the case of a
woman.
school grade.
We should have known.
Because technically rating and grade
A diplomat
are
from
they're
Snezhnaya.
synonyms for each other.
Well,
But in the case of
She
the that
thinks
we're
she's
using,
leaving
they're not the
Inazuma
same
in
thing.
one piece. She's got another thing coming.
And so people will look at like a 7 out of 10, which
Do you think
realistically
she's gonna go barge
still
into
means something's
Tenshukaku
good,
right now?
but they'll be like, they'll think of it in a school grade system. It's like, man,
You
that
can
was
say
barely
that
passable.
again. All right then, let's do this.
It's like, but these aren't the same categories. That's not what we're doing. Okay, so this was not where we fight somebody yet. Got it. In fact, actually, this is it. They have similar entrances. That's why I was confused. That's the place where the weekly fight is. Okay, we might be doing that next. Even the halls look the same. Oh, some people have been knocked out. I guess Kujo-Sara did that. She kind of just blitzed through here. We're far behind her. You don't want to be on her bad side. She's just like knocking everybody out. At least they're alive though. But they're her people. It's not like she'd want to kill them.
What's going on?
opened 300 chests. Cool. Yes, 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 yes. This is the thing, I'm pretty sure. There's that awful lady.
The way people
Not the
charge in
Shogun,
here as
her.
they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujusara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora.
Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow. Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat.
Signora is
I
very,
have no
very
idea
Kikuya
what you're
coded.
talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were
But like the
nobodies to
original
begin
one.
with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks in the grand revolution to realize eternity. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for in their tiny little lives? Almighty Shogun, do correct me if I'm wrong. That's ancient history. You certainly love to
Ancient
hold
history.
a
That was
grudge.
like a month ago.
The Tsaritsa's
in-game
dream
time, I
is
think.
the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other
maybe 2
mundane
months ago.
details you
I don't know how long it
insist
took
on
us to get through,
mentioning,
like, from
they're
Mondstadt to
just
Liyue.
necessary sacrifices. That's all. You stop me?
Like, it's a very compressed
For what
map,
it's worth, I've grown tired of
so
seeing
you kind of have to, like,
around as
stretch it
well.
out to the
But I
size
didn't
of an
have
actual
you
continent.
down as someone quite so foolhardy.
They imply it takes a really
Before
long time
you go
to get from point A
saying
to point
something
B.
you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. I suggest you consider your circumstances very carefully. Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you think it's time you stopped digging? I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status and in strength.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
Proceed.
My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too. I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die. Are you sure this is what you want?
Oh, yeah.
Traveler!
Then
know,
I
punk.
will deign to share this last dance with you. Till death do us part! A lesson on Harbinger power and elegance?
I have fought her so many times.
As you wish.
Trying to upgrade, like, Raiden Shogun and stuff. Okay, I need to kill one of these.
You asked for it! Don't break me!
Hold on to your hats. Detestable.
We can do some damage into the monsters too. I don't know why I popped that other one early. That really wasn't doing much for us.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Let's fly. You've got some nerve laying your hands on me. Harbinger power has become
Yeah, we need to find the
burdensome.
butterflies.
I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler. You have reason to be afraid. The pale flame smolders.
Taking damage. Come on.
Final warning.
Yeah. So, like, if we stayed clean, we would have a really good time against the first phase. But then she becomes fire in the second phase. We probably would do absolutely nothing, except for slowly getting them with electro damage, and that would have been a nightmare. She activates her delusion, I think.
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated.
Hey, leave me alone.
Embrace your searing reckoning. Knock him down.
Don't need that bird. Or moth, or whatever it is.
Dance, my pretties. Immolation. A cherished agony. Do you feel it?
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Ooh, that was not good.
Drop your... Do not attempt to... Dance, my pretties. Take me up. Locked on. Locked on. Stop right there.
By royal decree.
Must burn.
Overall, this is a pretty easy boss fight, if you know the mechanics. Like, it's pretty easy not to take much damage. Especially when you've got somebody who can just fly. But even without it, like, I normally don't even use Chasm.
Open fire.
I mean, I haven't needed it
Locked
for a
on.
while,
Bullseye. Hold on to your hats.
but I think most elemental adjusted team comps, like where you're using
Final warning.
can probably right.
So strong, but how?
I've been training. It's all the climbing, I bet, actually. You think about it, right? You could be doing everything else. Climbing is great exercise. It's all your body weight, all the time.
I am a Snezhnayan diplomat.
We just climb
You know
everywhere.
what happens if you lay a finger on me, swear. If you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats!
Also think about how much like the travelers varies on that too, right? Like the more we fill our bags, the more and more exercise timing does for us.
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
Well, that's good. At least you're willing to honor that.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right?
Ooh, yeah, the tension's pretty high right here.
Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness. One strike from the Shogun and now Senora is gone! She got what she deserved. But Paimon still can't help but feel upset.
I think this is also one of the first times that you can start to realize just how powerful the Archons are
Collecting all the Gnosis.
with their authorities over the elements.
Traveler, you got a headache?
Because you think how devastating a lightning god could just be.
Feels unsettled.
If you unleash like all the potential energy that could be built up from a cloud at once, you could actually just nuke a place.
Also, when the Shogun executed Senora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat.
But also, if you just wanted to quietly get rid of everybody, you could just make the atmosphere unbearable.
So, to recap, Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. But we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler?
Especially when you consider, like, one of the main ways electricity travels in the air is through nitrogen, which makes up about 70% of our atmosphere.
Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshukaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
Big.
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
Yo, thank you, Kazuha. How effective would a CO2 grenade be at freezing things? I don't know. I think it would really depend on feasibility of its construction. But wouldn't imagine too effective. Especially considering just like how fast CO2 will reach atmospheric temperature again. It'd actually probably be better at burning things, right? Like you have this frozen grenade that due to the endothermic reaction of pulling energy out of the air would
So,
actually
we meet
just
again.
cause burns to everything.
Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me.
Yeah, this is the
I
actual
am
Archon.
quite well informed about the vision.
Technically, the one we've been interacting with up to this point has kind of just been a puppet
Not so.
that she made,
Only
that
everything
everybody
that
refers to
pertains
as the Shogun,
eternity.
which
The
I
Vision Hut
believe
decree has my tacit approval.
most of the
The
populace
Fatui's
believes
actions
that's the
thus
actual
far do
Archon.
not constitute a threat to
But
eternity.
she's just been in this
Otherwise,
realm of
they
eternity
would have been purged long
this entire
ago.
time.
Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations, are they not? Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf. That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you? So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me. Do you wish to become the enemy of eternity, Traveler?
I guess I do. Oh, frick. Already.
Strike dead!
Wonder how hard... Oh, nope,
This
nope.
is about to get messy.
I was gonna say, I wonder how hard this fight's going to be with Chaska, but then I realized I did almost no damage to her, and I get hit anyway. There's also really bad team... Can I... No, I don't want to lower difficulty. Yeah, I want to fail the challenge. I'm not going to be able to do damage to her with all this Electro. She's immune to it. I need a different team. Like, that team was good for fighting the previous boss, but then you threw me right into another boss. Like, come on. Okay, no, that's even more Electro. This entire account right now is built on Electro. Let's get rid of you. Charlotte, sure, Ice, whatever. What else can we throw in here? Nothing's really built. I guess we could throw in Clea as a support, right? Like she... I don't know. I don't think you need Idolins for this, but she should be buffing Pyro. I don't know when in her kit that gets unlocked. Actually, we may not have that yet. We could check. Actually, where is details? No. We don't have Witch's Homework unlocked. No, I guess that's actually maybe it is one of her constellations that does that. Maybe I'm just not reading something right. I swear there was something in her kit that increases other people's Pyro. Or maybe I'm just completely misremembering this. Oh well. Still, we can throw the bombs on the ground. That's the important part. Is we just need elements that we can fight this person with, and we can throw bombs on the ground. Also, I don't want my stuff to go on cooldown. Where's nearest statue of the 7? Take free healing. I'm probably also going to have to activate food. Oh my god, do we even have any food? That will help us. Do we have like any defense? Yeah. That's stamina, not stamina. We have attack. That could help a lot, actually. Yeah, we'll have that. Defense. Yes, okay. We've got some defense buffs. What's this? Wolfhook juice. Oh, this is stuff that we got from the event that we did. Got it. It would probably also help, instead of one of these defense boosts, if I had made one of those tonics or whatever that increases your, like, resistance to electro.
Indulge my curiosity. Do you hope your
we're just gonna skip through this
Oh?
as fast as we can.
If so, then not so. The Vision Hut the Fatui's actions thus far do individual what you might not realize. Consider this. Rather, those who have traveler, there seems to be so I won't insist. That's right. Anyway, you so be it. Your arrival.
First thing we do. Go to the bottom. We need you. And, you. There we go. That will help a lot.
Deafening static.
Ow. Don't really
Drop your weapons!
Strike dead.
Hands where I can see them!
Hold on to your hats.
Choke bomb! Oh, my camera! Let's fly! Bullseye! Bullseye! Giddy up!
Inferior.
No, I'm dead. I forgot what you're supposed to do there.
Final warning!
Instabilities will be removed.
Open fire!
Inferior. Inferior.
I guess we'll shoot at her. We can't do anything else right now. Ow.
This is about strike dead. Inferior.
What are you doing? I guess I'm doing fine. Nobody's come close to dying yet. That's fine. And we're actually doing an okay amount of damage.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Which we weren't when half my
Nico.
team was Electro.
This was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
I hope we can abolish the Vision Hunt decree.
Oh, hey, we're healed. I like that. That's cool. What are you trying to do? Can I hurt you now, or are you immune? No, okay, you can be hurt. Ow.
Breaking news! Safe justice will prevail!
All will be settled.
Okay, she can't reach me with that attack. That's pretty good. I like that.
Hold on to your thunder. All desire can be broken.
Ha ha ha! Get clean.
La la la!
Okay, I guess I can't hurt her right now. There we go. She just had to finish the move before the battle could end.
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people, and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something
Lore-wise,
that no
I
one
feel
can
like
snuff out.
Miko's training really only keeps us alive so that we can negotiate with Raiden. I think Raiden would still, at our current power level,
Is this the
probably
lesson
just
you learned
kill
from
us
your journey in Liyue?
if we didn't get the training to survive. I don't think we have the ability to actually kill her.
There are nations
Not that we'd
where
want to.
humans cast
You
their
know,
god
like, we're
aside
trying to
and
befriend
strive
the Archons and
forward?
fix the problems, not
So are we to just
go
abandon
around
the notion of
committing
progress
like deicide or
for the
anything.
sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity
Fact,
is the only way.
Unless you count Dottore, who pseudo-ascended to
When lightning
godhood
flashes,
in the most
casts a
recent
shadow.
arc, I don't think the Travelers committed
My
deicide
name
once.
means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching.
Yeah, A's not
Even
even
if
the
only for a
original
brief flash of
Archon of
light.
this land. It
If
was
nothing
her
else,
sister was,
We have the present moment.
who I think when did she die in
She
the
said
Archon
that
War?
once.
I'm trying to remember exactly what it was. The game will tell us.
But I've seen a nation strike forward and lose everything to the
But
heavenly
she basically just
principles.
took over the role of her twin sister.
Perhaps only if time stands still,
Just
will the
kinda showing
lightning's
off right
blow
here.
never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
What's funny is this little part right here
That would be
kind of reminds me
something
of
an
Tower of Drago, which
oversimplification.
I recently
But is this nation
rewatched
worth
again
existing
with
for
Marsupial.
eternity? Stripped of ambition,
Because in the second half you find out that technically it is the
does
real
nothing
Gilgamesh
more than simply
that
exist.
has been king, but
Is
there's a version of
hollow shell of a
Gilgamesh
nation.
who
I wonder what
even
loss
gets
would it
controlled
really
by
be to
the other
anyone
one.
if such a nation were destroyed.
who's slowly becoming a
Nico,
tyrant
retract your words.
at the bidding of a shadow
Never
who exists
changing
back in the
eternity
Tower of
is the
Fantasy.
promise I made to my
And it's
people.
not one-to-one, it's not exactly the same here, but you
But
have
what your people need
the
from you
spirit,
is not
the
your
eternal form of the
promises.
god,
They
sitting
want your
in this
attention.
untouchable realm,
Your divine
while
gaze.
a puppet of her is actually kind of acting like a tyrant to
You
her
mean
people.
visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely
Just
100 years.
Little
They
poetic
cannot afford
irony
to bear
of
any
the
extra
things that I've
losses.
been going back
But
through recently,
I
kind of
have
lining up.
experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis
I think Inazuma
for
might
all
be another
eternity?
reason why
You are
some people
obviously
mistakenly
lonely.
thought that
And
Genshin
yet,
was
for the
supposed to be
sake of
like
eternity, you choose to stretch your loneliness
either a
out to
medieval
infinity.
fantasy
Tell me
or at
this.
best Renaissance level
Why is the
era
sky here that was once
because
so
of
dark
the
glowing again?
level of technology in
Why
Inazuma.
now?
But that almost comes to like
This is
ignoring
your
the
point
fact
of
that
view,
Inazuma is
Thymia.
the way it is
It's your inner world.
because it's not allowed to
So it
progress.
can
Like,
only mean
due to
that you are happy to
Raiden's
see me
view of
again.
eternity, it just
you
has
have
to
found
stay
the
the same.
loneliness here
So it's falling
unbearable
behind
for
like
a long
every other
time
nation.
now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But
This entire quest could
with
be summed
regards
up as
to
like
eternity
helping
and the
somebody get
question
over
of whether
themselves.
this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of Euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of Euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. Paimon was super worried, you know. So, maybe the reason Yaimiko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us. Let's go find her.
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?
You literally told us to come meet you here!
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was truly delightful. By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne, with a Fatui Harbinger no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am most impressed. Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength exceeds my expectations.
That probably exceeds our expectations,
Still,
too.
you did end up victorious. I gather congratulations are in order.
Sure feels good to finally thwart the Fatui plan for once. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hands on another Gnosis.
Wait a second. Did you say Gnosis? As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece?
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven. They're what keep them connected to Celestia.
Oh.
I like that.
What's wrong?
Oh.
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of strength, he is superior to Signora. I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason.
For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me, and I've kept it in the Grand Narukami Shrine ever since. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia.
I mean, that makes sense.
Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict.
With her just sitting in that realm,
Is that not a
would
good
she be
bargain?
connected
Exchanging
anyway?
it for the one at the core of the plan? Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis. Well, what's done is done, and Paimon heartily thinks we'll be getting it back now. Let's leave the past in the past. So anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here today.
It's to thank you.
We still don't even know why the Tsaritsa is trying to
You
collect
intend to
the
travel all
Gnosises.
over Teyvat, and
I'm
the
gonna
time
be
has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come
almost
to an end,
disappointed
was
if it turns out
As a
she's
mark of
collecting
my
them
gratitude,
because
I will
collecting
answer
the
any
Chaos
questions
Emeralds
you
and she
may have
turns into
about the road ahead
Super
or the
Tsaritsa.
events of the past.
It'd be funny
What
though.
would you like to
at the
know
same
about?
time, like I'd be disappointed, but I'd laugh.
That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its origins. Still, there's one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to create a prototype puppet.
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shoguns?
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. It was a test. The original plan was for A to simply discard
Well,
it.
I wouldn't say its appearance
But
wasn't
perhaps A thought
entirely
this to
not
be
based
too
on
cruel, because in the end she chose
He does
only
look
to
like he could
seal
be
the
her son
power
or
within
something.
it. Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness, until the Fatui took an interest in him.
Ugh, not the Fatui.
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable than his original specifications. The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis, and the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
What a crazy story!
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon. Few citizens of Inazuma are aware of this.
Morat's told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were 2 twin gods, Baal and Beelzebul.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or shadow warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted.
Right?
Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not 2, but 1. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly, so there was no need for the public to know the truth.
Obviously, because the
In
Archon Wars
fact,
where everybody became
the name
Archons.
Baal and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right up until...
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the shogunate.
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Paimon feels like she understands A a lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before her.
Wow.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. I'm also unfamiliar with the god you describe. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced. Not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her ties with Celestia in the process. That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar,
I think maybe
it
is
could
it
have
next
made our
patch?
relationship rather
I saw
awkward, don't
some
you
dreams, as they call them,
Don't worry, we aren't looking
where
to pick a
the
fight
map
with you.
to Dorman Port is finally being added to the
I
game.
wish you the best of luck. May you
And there's
soon
a
discover the
shrine
truth
to
behind it all. As for your
the
sister's
god of
whereabouts,
space.
I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it. And I will also borrow
So
some of
we might
Ayaka's
find out some
people
more.
from the
We're not technically
Shimatsuban.
got the shade of
I'll
space.
let you know if
which
I
is still
find
a
out
god.
anything.
All these things fall
Consider
under
it
the
part of
definition
my
gods.
means of thanking you. After leaving Inazuma,
We
I
might
think it would
start
be
getting some
easiest for you
answers
to go
soon.
to
Which you'd
Sumeru.
hope.
Ooh,
You'd hope we'd be getting
Sumeru!
answers after
We've run into loads of scholars
the game's
from
been
there
running
on
for
our
6
journey
years.
so far.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never-ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. For example, in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a resource.
Knowledge is a resource?
Yes, I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser
Can't
Lord
complain. We've actually
Kusanali who
gotten a
came
lot
up
of
with the
answers in
idea.
between then. Especially
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
after defeating Dottore.
That's a cute name.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best. Are you sure? Okay then. Oh, Traveler. Do you still have the Omamori I gave you? Keep it safe. Is that all you intend to do with it? There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yae Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition? I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you here and now.
Yeah, like what would our
Your
ambition be
ambition
after
should be
we got
something that
reunited?
transcends the world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. It's a possibility. Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
Oh, do we have anything to give to the Sakura tree? Yes, we have one level. Let's go. Okay. I guess we're going back to Liyue. I forget. Do we have to do Chasm stuff? Is Chasm stuff like a requirement to progressing to the next area?
Ah, Traveler.
The Chasm's
Well,
alright.
thank
I
you.
don't have a problem with that. It's just
Hey, Catherine! Got any new commissions for us
it's
yet?
long.
Also, how come you look so happy to see us? What have you done?
I went to the shrine to draw a fortune slip earlier. The shrine maiden told me that it is the season for an unexpected reunion.
Catherine? Drawing fortune slips at the shrine? Is it just Paimon, or is that the most unusual thing ever? Wait, no, that's not the unusual part. We're in Liyue. You went to Inazuma and back in a single day?
Even I have a private life, you know.
Okay, so when you say unexpected reunion, you mean running into us, right?
Who can say? But the anticipation of knowing that an unexpected reunion is due is making me happy to see everyone I cross paths with today.
Fair enough. Even though we see each other pretty much every day, whatever makes you happy. Wait, are you saying? Oh, Paimon gets it. Well, let's just hope the Shrine Maiden was right. Fingers crossed we find her.
I'm sorry. Did I say something I shouldn't have? You both seem a little down.
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, back to business. Do you have a new commission you want to give to us?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. This one is from a miner. It seems to be related to investigating the chasm.
Really? Does this mean the chasm's not sealed off anymore?
I will leave the requester to fill you in on all the relevant
Yep, we
details.
gotta do Chasm stuff.
His name is Yue Hui, and he should be at the chasm right now.
All right then. Thanks, Catherine. We'll head there right away.
Very well. Ad Astra Abyssosque. This time you are truly bound for the abyss. Good luck to you both.
Oh, let's get another constellation for this dude. Let's go. I think the rest of them are locked behind. I don't know if it's the soccer tree or if it's locked behind the statue of the seven there, but the rest of them you have to actually just go out of your way to get. Oh, I do not have that one unlocked. I do have some close ones, though. I'm going to go across to that way. Honestly, one was probably enough.
La la la.
But I like tossing bombs.
Let's fly. Open fire. Open fire. Bullseye.
I guess we can get this chest on the way.
Knock him down.
Open fire. Locked on. Locked on.
Oh, really? I forgot that guy exploded.
Drop your weapons.
I thought just getting out of the range would be enough. I didn't realize he was going to send a shockwave everywhere.
Boing, boing, boom.
Ow.
La la la. Yeah. La la la. Boing, boing, boom.
Honestly, I need to be picking this stuff up. Where's the banners? Oh, there's still a guy alive.
Jumpy, jumpy, go.
I attracted attention of another camp. Okay.
Final warning.
Hold on to your hats.
Oh. Well, I guess I lost his attention. That's fine, I didn't really want to fight you. I just wanted that one chest. The Millilith. Yep, it's me. I'm the one you called for. I saved your life. I don't remember saving your life. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I saved a lot of people's lives there. At that when we fought that sea monster. Yep, I need to get through. Just let me through. The Chasm's a pretty cool place. I think it's cooler on the outside than it is on the inside, but the inside's pretty cool too. It's just a giant quarry with a mine underneath it. If there's anything you gotta appreciate about this game, is like they do take a lot of time to painstakingly create interesting environments and then like lay out gameplay mechanics that are specific to those environments. This is the guy we gotta talk to.
Hi there! You must be Yuehoi, right? We've been sent by the Adventurers Guild.
Ah, great. Good to meet you. Yes, I was the one who posted that commission. Wait a second. You look kind of familiar. Are you a famous adventurer or something?
Yeah, it's complicated. That's a good answer.
Alright then, I'll start by introducing myself. I'm Yuehoi, a miner, and I received a mining permit for the Chasm just recently. I have a handful of other guys in my crew.
Seriously? They actually give permits out for the Chasm?
Yes, the folks over at Yujing Terrace finally came to their senses and are now allowing a limited amount of ore mining near the surface. We were among the first to gain approval, but some things have happened recently that put all the miners on edge.
Really? What happened? We haven't heard anything.
So, it's hard to say exactly how big.
I remember
the
why
issue
you
is.
Chasm stuff
Could
now.
be something, could be nothing. The main thing is that it's
I
just
completely
very
forgot. There's like
strange.
Dainsleaf and
While one of
Conrail
the
related
miners was
stuff
on a
down
break,
there.
he
That's why
suddenly
it's in the
noticed a few
archive
hilly
quest.
trolls walking his way.
Forgive me, it's been a while.
It seemed like they were in a daze or something. They walked right by him without giving him a single glance.
It just hit me while we're
They just made a
thinking about what
beeline
happened
for the
down
depths
there.
of the chasm. After that, the miner started observing his surroundings more closely and noticed the same thing happening time and time again.
Are the hilly trails just curious? Maybe they just want to take a peek inside.
Not likely. The strange part is that in all the time this miner's been watching the hilly trolls, he's never seen any of them come back out. It seems to be a one-way trip. Once the hilly trolls go in, they never emerge again. And it seems to be happening more and more frequently as of late. What are these hilly trolls up to? What happens to them after they go inside? Is there a disaster brewing? These are the kinds of thoughts going through the guys' heads now. Everyone's driving themselves crazy.
I think a lot of them
worrying
just
about
kind of
it.
take a nap when they get down there.
Paimon's not surprised. Paimon feels spooked just hearing about it.
Exactly. The deepest fear is the fear of the unknown, you know? So we have to get to the bottom of it before everyone can put their minds at rest.
Do we really want to take this commission? Thanks, Mr. Miner, sir. We need to consider it first.
Do we, Paimon?
Hey, you can at least pretend to consider Paimon's opinion first.
Like, I know you're scared, but who else would solve this problem if not us?
Oh, so that's where you're coming from. Well, okay then. Maybe we will find some clues about your twin. You'll really regret it if you don't go, huh?
So, what's your verdict? Will you take the commission? No pressure, but I gotta say, I'm not loving the prospect of my mining permit going to waste.
Yep, we'll take it. We're kinda curious ourselves now, too.
Great. You're doing me an enormous service here. Now, let me give you the rough location that the hilly trails keep heading to.
Oh, but I can't go to the Chasm Underground Mines yet. I have to do some stuff to open it. What's the quest to open it? Is it this one? It might be this one.
I still have documents to deliver to the Ministry of Civil Affairs today.
That was the problem I had when I was catching up on things, because I was like way behind. I took a long time off, and then I came back. And I needed to get through the chasm, but the chasm was closed. And like, what do I need to do to get through the chasm? And I think I had already accepted the quest or whatever. And I didn't know that I needed to do another quest to get in there, which I think was kind of ridiculous, given the fact that the main quest drives you there. So the quest to get in there should have been part of the main quest. That part just seems like really bad design to me. Like, usually games do things the other way around, right? If you need to get into something for a side quest, you need to have done the main quest that unlocks it first. Yeah, we could just get Ganyu to sign off on stuff. We know her personally already. Yeah, there's a 7-star array. I think I have to go, like, hit a bunch of rocks. Like these floating nail-looking rocks things, and then those will open up the seal. So we have to run around the entire outside of the chasm just to unlock the entrance to the chasm. Yeah, I could see why you would give those warnings, because you have a big mysterious place like that. Of course, people are going to start concocting myths in their head that there are wish-granting stones or deep secrets down there, which actually it turns out there are deep secrets down there, but probably not the kind that most people should be getting in their head to go down and seek. You're not going to find the secret to eternal life down there, though you might find some people who are cursed with eternal life down there. Now, I know how this mechanic works, but I should probably talk to this person first anyway, so that I don't end up screwing the order up and being locked, like, stuck or something. Or, I don't think the game would get you stuck, because a lot of people would complain, but they'd probably do something like, Oh, you didn't talk to the person first? Let's reset it, even though you just did it. That's the type of thing this game would do. Don't touch the bedrock keys. There's nothing under the chasm. Ji-Xiong won't help you. Yeah, that does sound like stuff he said. Yeah, there's a lot of talking going on here. For a lot of stuff that have no impact on what we're going to be doing. You know, like, what we'd call it flavor text, I think, mostly. There's some bits of information that are important in what she was saying, but a lot of it's just more of hyping up the spookiness of the cavern and just holding us hostage here for several minutes before we could actually start unlocking it. Humph. You could probably easily get Paimon in on anything if you just increase the amount of Mora to a sufficient level. Or food, maybe. Money and food seems to be the thing she cares about the most. Well, other than us. There's some times later on where she completely throws the idea of money and food aside when she realizes that we're in trouble. Did I finally see that Green Lantern trailer? No, I didn't even bother to look. Was not particularly interested in it. Maybe I will. I don't know if it ends up naturally in my feed, but I didn't think I'd go out of my way to see it. Can I do this with just Klee? She's really good at picking up ore. I don't need to get like a Claymore person, right? How do I? I forget how you're supposed to actually do this. Or did I not do it fast enough? Or did I not pick up the thing? I don't know. Like I said, think I know the mechanic. The game doesn't actually explain the mechanic to you, believe it or not. They just talk about all this stuff that doesn't matter. Yeah, that didn't do anything. Okay, well, you know what? I'll continue the quest. Maybe you'll explain it to me in a second. Though I don't remember you explaining it at all. Fend off the treasure hoarders. Oh my god, there's treasure hoarders. Yeah, I'm probably not going to watch the show either, which is why I haven't even bothered to check out the show. Hey, don't rasp jump past my Jumpty Dumpty.
Ouch! Drop your weapons! Woo!
You just watch that guy burn to death?
That tingle?
Oh no.
La la la. Yeah.
I got kept. Picked the wrong test subject.
Okay, so we got the Luma Stone. Maybe I required that to be able to do the thing I wanted to do. I don't remember this having literally anything to do. Oh, it's not an equipable object yet. Got it. With what I want it to do. I just remember being almost like intentionally obscure on how you're supposed to do this, even though it's simple. The game just doesn't like to tell you everything when it comes to mechanics, because apparently that would ruin immersion. And tell you everything about the world, but not everything when it comes to mechanics. You know, the actual important part of playing a game. Unless there's like the thing that will ruin the immersion is having a character tell you about it. They'll have like a pop-up screen pop up, you know. Like, I don't think anybody complained back in, say, like, the 90s. Or even the aughts when, I don't know, like, we're talking about 90s, you're playing a game like Link to the Past, and then a character in the game literally tells you, in the dialogue, press this button to do the thing. I don't think anybody complained back then. It was like the most natural way to tell you to do stuff in a game. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is, again, just flavor text. Where's the actual way this functions? Still flavor text. Kind of insinuating what you're supposed to do. I could have even already been doing it right anyway, and like the mechanic doesn't work until you actually get to this point. Like they just lock it. That's also a thing that could have been happening. Let's see. Natural keys, blah blah blah. Outside forces powered. Sorry, wrong button. Oh, yeah, no, I was doing it right. You can't do it until you've talked. Can I do it with Klee? No, she's a catalyst user. I'll have to mine with Klee and then shift to somebody else to launch it. See, oh, I didn't even see the other one. Fizz says he already gave up on the boys being good. Didn't even watch the trailer for the final season. Well, see, there's me. I gave up on the boys before it started, but it is sad to see that somebody who was enjoying something is no longer enjoying something. Even if it's something I never enjoyed, it's like I like that there's a variety of stuff out there. It's cool that people enjoy things that I don't, as long as nobody's forcing me to also have to enjoy them. And it is kind of sad if you stop enjoying it. Like, I don't take any pleasure in seeing something I don't like go downhill. Unless the thing was made spiteful anyway. But that's a completely different case. Like The Boys isn't a case of something that I liked the source material and they spitefully ruined it. You know, it was a case of something I never enjoyed. And as far as I know, most people who liked the source material were enjoying the show. Right? It's not like what's the spiteful one I could pick? Devil May Cry. The Devil May Cry animated series is just I spitefully do enjoy seeing its downfall. It just hasn't had a downfall, so I don't get any enjoyment out of that. I think it will though. I don't think the second season's going to receive even as much praise from the normie crowd as the first one did. See, the Lantern Show is characterizing Hal as a loner who doesn't interact with the rest of the corps. Oh, so that's why I've been seeing discussion about that. So, having not seen the trailer, I was wondering why people were talking about it. I thought maybe... We could unlock this one first. I thought maybe that was something to do with the comics were rewriting him or whatever. But that makes sense. That makes a lot more sense. A lot of times when things end up in your Twitter feed and whatnot, you don't ever get the context of where it came from. Just like ever. I have to kill these guys, don't I? You see people's responses and stuff, and you just don't see what they're responding to. Especially when it comes to comic stuff, right? Like, I saw people posting panels from comics saying that Hal wasn't a loner, but I never saw the thing that they were posting it about, like, in response to. It almost feels like back when YouTube used to have a video response system, and everything used to be neatly linked together underneath the videos. and suddenly they took it away, and now you don't even know what these things were responding to. That's what it feels like. There's a chest up there. Why is there a chest up there? Why is that chest so far away from everything? Where is it? Here. Hey, why'd you disappear on me? Oh, I see. It was there because a dude was standing on this? I would have to change to, like, Geo Traveler or somebody to put a construct on there, and I don't feel like doing that.
La la la.
Can I get down from here, or do I have to backtrack? I think I have to backtrack. Because there's like a cave that I could have went down, but... We can just teleport right back to it. There we go. We have to follow the Sealy. It'll take us to where we need to go. They put these here specifically, right? Which is entrance to the cave. Take this guy out from a distance. Just do it faster with charge shots. Because those spiders are really annoying. You get close to them, they just start shooting projectiles at you. Okay, so I don't think this is one of the ones that lowers. Well, I mean, they all lower, but I think this is one of the ones that we could just do in any order. Oh. There's just down here. Oh, I didn't pick up the star. Got it. Let's see. If I don't know, Kyle Chandler's playing Hal Jordan. I have no idea who Kyle Chandler is to have any reference on that. Like, that name means nothing to me as an actor. The second one didn't even notice me. Here's the problem, right? See, I have enough of the books that Klee needs to get her started on getting more damage, but because we've had new characters, right? Like I have Flynn's and stuff, so I was basically deciding I'm just gonna go get all of my Mora and experience grinding done in Nodcry instead of Mondstadt. We've got none of the basic material she needs, and I'm not spending Stardust on it because I hardly have any as it is. You know, I need to make sure that we save enough for our monthly free pulls. So I guess I'm going to start grinding our Mora and stuff in Mondstadt again, but I'm going to actually have to go out of my way to fight the specific enemies in the overworld that she needs. If you grind your daily stamina stuff in the area that character needs stuff from, you normally don't have to worry about that. But, just want to run past this. I think that's fine. It's like a mine, like a proximity mine. Those things will explode when you get close to them, but they give you a little time to know, so you can kind of just dash past them. But if there's a lot of them, they'll chain. That one's 380, 200. Okay, sure, the next one on our list. Oh, fun. So, where's the nearest teleport? I guess this one, yes. People shooting at me while I'm trying to just do my job, you know? What I was hired here to do.
Fire in the hole!
See, if it says to make a plate, I'm seeing about lanterns. Trailer is the complete absence of fun. They made it a profanity-filled drama where any humor is dry. Well, I don't think dry humor itself is the absence of fun, but in conjunction with everything else, yeah. Which is a shame because, here's the thing, I'm not a fan of Green Lantern to begin with. Like, growing up, I always thought Green Lantern was lame. Like, he was like the lamest of all of the members of the Justice League. Or all of the DC characters. And so I haven't even read a lot of Green Lantern comics. I've read a lot of comics with Green Lanterns in them, but I have not read a lot of Green Lantern comics. I could probably count the numbers I've read on one hand. That's like an actual Green Lantern title, because I've always thought Green Lantern was lame. Alternative media like that, like bringing it into movies, bringing it into TV shows, that is your opportunity to actually sell somebody on a character they've never been sold on before, right? And so far, they have not done a good job with that for almost anything with me. I think the closest was the animated series that I didn't really watch anyway, but that's probably the closest they've come so far. I'm going to go back up here, I think, because it's easier. Or actually, we'll go back up here and round that way. I think that'll be faster. In fact, I think the only Green Lantern I never found lame, and if I were to read any run of it, or about him at all, is probably, what's his name, Alan Scott. He's the least lame Green Lantern, and probably because he's not part of the Lantern Corps too. I think that helps. He's like completely separated from everything else Green Lantern. Until recently, they had to take the coolest one and make him the lamest. Because that's what people do now. Oh, I guess it didn't, that's not aligned yet. I have to do the other one first. Yeah, but he was the cool one. Okay, we gotta kill these guys first. That's what we need to do. I think I'll pass, though. But hey, Zach. Is a Millilith squad leader. Yeah, I thought these guys were bad guys. We were just fighting them. There's another run I would probably read, now that I think about it. But on paper, I would read it. Like, the concept is good. Every time I looked at some of the plots and even some sample panels from it, execution was horrible. But it was when, they were doing like a buddy cop thing with Jessica and Simon. That on paper sounded like that would be the best one. Just like Space Marshals. That's what I think Green Lantern should be. It should be a bunch of just like Space Marshals. It should be written like a Western. Every time somebody shows me a sample of it, it's absolutely nothing I want from it. But it should be like a fun Western. Like what you just described to me doesn't seem fun. Right? I want it to be more like a crazy spaghetti Western in space. With crazy imaginative constructs, because that's like the whole point of the Green Lantern is to do crazy imaginative constructs. I don't want their rings to just be guns, even if you're doing like a space western. The entire Green Lantern show is Earthbound. See, that's always been a problem. Like with Alan Scott and his story, it makes sense why most things happen on Earth, right? Once you get over to the Green Lantern Corps, it really stops making sense that most things happen on Earth. I think that's another reason why I never really got into it. Maybe I'll sit down and just watch it, because one of the things stopping me from watching the animated series is I always thought it was longer than it was. I've seen a few random episodes. Heck, I've probably seen half of it. But I thought it was a lot longer until I was corrected recently. I think while we were talking about it in the vomitorium. But the fact that you actually have Hal in a ship going through space, acting very almost space martially, but because it's like a children's cartoon style, in a way, it gets to be fun. That if I sit down and watch it, that's probably going to be the only Green Lantern material I ever like. Though the problems I had with it, the things I didn't like as well, from the episodes I've seen, because I used to watch it randomly at Buck's house while we were getting ready to go. Like, I'd show up and be like, hey, we're going to go for a walk, and then he would take forever to actually get ready. And whatever was on TV, I'd watch. I didn't like all of the other Lantern Corps. There was a lot of Red Lantern stuff in that show, specifically. I think most of the other Corps are just lame. Even, like, their existence is lame. There's pretty much no purpose to it. The whole Jeff Johns emotional spectrum thing is lame. All that stuff makes the Green Lantern even more lame than it could be. They were borrowing a lot from the Jeff Johns run. A lot of the stuff from the Jeff Johns run is also one of the reasons why, even if you had the best version, like the best cut from the movie that everybody hates, even if you run the best version of that script and make a better movie, it'd still be lame, because it's all based off of the Jeff Johns stuff. And I don't dislike Johns as a writer. I think his Flash stuff's been pretty cool. I just cannot stand everything he's done with the Green Lantern. I even think his Justice League stuff is pretty good too. Like, I think as a writer, Johns is a talented writer. Just the Green Lantern stuff is some of the lamest things I've ever seen. Yeah, it has been the default stuff for the past 25 years. Well, that's another, like, you have to understand my perspective, and maybe you do a little bit, being even younger than me, but that's the stuff that was Green Lantern when I was growing up. Now, most of my experience getting into comics was reading collections of comics at the library, so I ended up reading more old stuff at the time than the things that were current when I was growing up. But it's like, the emotional spectrum stuff was my first introduction to modern Green Lantern, and I'm like, this stuff is lame. And I had friends who were, like, super into Green Lantern. Like, how? How are you really into this thing? Read collections at the library as a kid, too. Yeah, that's how, like, I thought I was weird for that, because I never saw a lot of people around me reading that stuff either. Like, it wasn't super popular at my library. But I think it's also just reading comics isn't that popular. And that might have been the reason why I thought that was weird. But the more and more people I talk to on the internet, the more that is a commonality. That's how a lot of younger people have gotten into comics. Where is the lift here? There's supposed to be a lift. I'm looking for a lift that I need to unlock. Not that one. I need to unlock the lift for the floating one there. Because we need to lower it. Oh, there it is. It's even higher up. Okay. Did I unlock the teleport yet? Let's do that first, I guess. Where is it? And then we'll take that lift back up. That looks destructible. Is this destructible? It was. Oh, and it's going to make things easier. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to miss that lift if I don't jump, but we don't need it. We can get the jump. We need some crystal flies. No, get back here. I'm stuck on a rock. That, I think, is the lift I need. You remember really liking the story where Daredevil teams up with Kazar to fight the Plunderer?
La la la.
Yeah, I get, that's a good story to like. I like old Daredevil. Old Daredevil's fun. I think we recently went over some old Daredevil recently, like again, for monitor duty. Ooh, got it. Okay, that is absolutely not going to reach that. Is there a way I can raise this? Or, oh, it's angled. It's angled. Okay, that makes sense. I thought it was going to shoot straight, but it's actually angled upwards. You can't really tell too much until you get close to it. Oh, stop. Hit it. How many we got left? 2? We got 2 streams left? Before we can get into the chasm? Yeah, I could see that. The Purple Man's a character who's got a lot of potential, but he kind of just, like, doesn't get it used at all. Get some healing. I really want to get into Sumeru as fast as we can. We're definitely not getting there today. We're not even getting past the chasm today. Because we're probably only streaming up to another hour at best of this. Depending on how much we get into it. And I don't know if an hour is enough to get through the chasm. We're hardly even getting into it. That might be next week's stuff. But if we get through Sumeru, Bendis is a hack, I agree. If we get through Sumeru, we'll basically be halfway through the game. I think... Yeah, because we're in 6.0. Sumeru is... Well, let's say technically the third region, because Liyue and Mondstadt that was launched. That's kind of one region together. So we're getting there. You can see we're already a third through the game. Bendis also made Iceman gay for some reason. Well, Bendis was told to make Iceman gay because they were setting up for the run by Cena Grace, and it was his job to set that up. But, you know, he would have been giddy to do that, you know? Like, he's completely complicit with all that stuff. Look for the final bedrock key. Right, and especially because, like, recently he approved for John Kent to be gay. Like, that's just kind of... He's part of that crowd in general. This is not where we need to be, but that is a precious treasure chest, so... I think it's precious, or it's luxurious. I can't really tell. It's a Liyue chest. I don't have that memorized. But it's a good chest. We want the good chest. Why are... Oh, I guess he got stuck on a box. Because normally they hop to the other people to protect them. But he was just stuck over there.
Killjoy, we've only just begun.
Drop your weapons!
Miscalculated.
Leave me alone. Do not hurt the Klee.
I guess this is it.
Yay, shiny!
Do I have any Geoculuses to turn in? I do. I should do that while I'm by this statue.
La la la.
La la la. Yeah, well, Bendis really only knows how to write cliches. Which isn't inherently bad if you structure your story around it. Like, I don't think his original stories, when he hasn't worked on like an established property, are the worst. I don't think they're great. I don't think they're the worst. But he's definitely the type of person who should just never be touching somebody else's toys, because he does not want to play with them the way that the person who had them before wants them played with. That's a lot of the people in the comic book industry right now, is like they just don't want to play with the toys the way they were designed to be played with. Which I think is perfectly fine in fan fiction, but like you're going to destroy people's perception. You destroy people's reception of the characters in an official capacity when you do that. It's, you know, one of the reasons why comics don't do as well as they used to. Though, one of the reasons why it still can't be the best anyway is that, I'm trying to hit the thing. Oh my god. Stupid auto-target. If there's an enemy, you cannot hit something that's not an enemy. Your character will just start firing at the enemy anyway. Doesn't matter which way you're facing. Doesn't matter what you want to hit. Get some shields. Get some shields. Which, I mean, I guess it's good. You kind of have to.
Open fire.
Oh my god, I forgot the big guy shows up after them. Right, because you have to remember that this is a phone game. So while on controller, or with mouse and keyboard, it'd be really easy to just attack in the direction you're facing or whatever. But the fact that people have to be able to play this game on their phone means that the characters have to auto-target.
You asked for it. Drop your weapons.
Oh.
Take me up.
I forget your mechanics. I just want you dead. Has to be a melee weapon. It's the only things that can launch those. Got it. Yeah, I think I lost my train of thought. Yeah, one of the reasons, like, even his personal stuff will never, ever be great is because it's just plagued with his incessant dialogue. And I don't mean, like, the dialogue has to be bad for every situation or anything. That's not what I'm even talking about. There's just too much of it for a comic, you know? You might as well just write a novel at that point. Yeah, I mean, I would probably agree with that, too. I have a less a problem with that. I still have a problem because of the reason why they did it. It was definitely done out of spite, but there could have been proper ways of defining John Kent as being gay. Like, that, there are ways you could have done it in which it would have been good. It's just how they did it. Bobby, Iceman, you can't do that at all. Because the way they did it, they basically just gaslit him. They used psychic conversion therapy is pretty much what they did to Bobby. And also, he was like the biggest player when it came to women in X-Men history. Like, of all people you chose, that was absolutely one of the worst choices you can make. But that's more of one of the problems when it comes to modern comic writing is a lot of these people just want to take shortcuts. They don't want to do things the proper way. They don't want to make things good, do the legwork for it, because they personally, I think it's because they have no faith they can, right? Like they don't think they can write a story that's compelling enough to keep readers' interest long enough to do the legwork, and that they'll be off the run before they can get done what they want to get done. So they have to take shortcuts, and they just do bad storytelling that makes you hate their stories and characters. Most of these people can't actually write. Which is another reason why, like I said before, I don't actually dislike Jeff Johns at all. I think his other stuff is fun. I just think he had to choose the lamest route with Green Lantern possible. I don't know why. He's a good writer. Really, really bad idea. So, does that mean we can go into the chasm now? I think that was it, right? Let me check. Or do I have to do a second quest with you? I hope we could just go into the chasm. If that seal is still there, then I'll warp back up here and see if we have to do a follow-up quest. I remember they just made it really annoying to get in here. Right. Not that the side stuff wasn't fun. Like, I did enjoy running around and doing the nails. But the fact that it was a side quest, not part of the main quest, is what made it really annoying to get in here. And I'm glad that I have done this before, so that I knew I had to do that side quest to get in here. Or else we probably could have been running around like idiots for a long time before we figured it out. I need a refill. Trackable nearby quests. Okay, well they want me to enter the mines. We should probably enter the safe way. So I think you can just... Or is this not an elevator? Do we have to jump down anyway? Because you can just plummet into the mines. Okay. Cool, we're back on track. Back on track for the Archon quest. Yeah, basically have Green Lanterns only deal with lanterns of other colors. Yeah, that's also part of the lame part. Even take the emotional spectrum stuff aside. That's like so bad. It'd be like if after Saiyans were introduced in Dragon Ball, Goku was only ever allowed to fight other Saiyans or things that were exactly like Saiyans. Right, it turned out the planet wasn't destroyed. Or, technically, Obels did that in Super, right? Where it's like, oh, no, there are Saiyans. Just in this other twin universe, so they're the ones from that one. But because that wasn't the case for the whole series, it was kind of cool at first to see that there was like a twin set of them in another universe. As long as you just don't go too heavy on that. But that's basically what that would be. It's like, oh yeah, we've introduced people who are just like you, so now you're only allowed to fight people who are just like you. That's lame. You want interesting character design, you want interesting backstories and motivations for each of the different villains. And I think it's one of the problems with the emotional spectrum specifically, right? With the Lantern Corps. So not only are you just basically have a whole thing of constructs versus constructs and stuff, they can have different motivations, but all of their motivations in the same core are going to have some type of overlap, right? Like, everybody in the Red Lantern Corps are going to have some type of, like, rage or wrath-related backstory. which means they all have too much overlap, and there's nothing interesting about most of the Red Lantern cores. Right, and like all the yellow ones have some type of like fear drove me to this path. And you have all the Star Sapphires. You have all like it's just lame. Well, if you just had them dealing with factions in the universe that could all be variable, you could have really cool independent motivations, emotional motivations for why somebody's in that faction and doing the thing that they're doing. Space outlaws, militaries, like, you know. Yeah, and there used to be a rogues gallery back in the day. When was the last time the tattoo man showed up? I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. Because I told you, I don't really read Green Lantern. I know quite a bit about Green Lantern from osmosis and him showing up in Justice League and stuff like that, and in other people's comics, but I could not tell you, like, the last issue Tattooed Man showed up. Whether it's been 5 years, whether it's been 10 years, whether it's been 15 years, whether it's been 35 years, could not tell you. A wiki will probably tell you. People are pretty anal about, like, putting the appearances of characters like that in the wiki. Now, I think we can kind of just move on to the Archon Quest portion, but we want to do this part first anyway, because we have to unlock the Luma Stone, I think is what it's called. This little thing floating in front of us, or else we can't really do much in the chasm. Like, this thing is needed for pretty much all the mechanics down here. And, you know, I will be the first to admit, I have not completed every aspect of the chasm, even on, like, my private account. It will not take much effort for us to have, aside from the Archon Quest, catch up to stuff that in the chasm. Because I think what's down here, other than the Archon Quest, there's a world boss down here that you can fight for some characters' materials that I think I don't know if I've ever had to fight it, because I don't know if I've ever built a character that needs it, because I don't have every character built. I know I've fought it at least once, though, outside of story, because you get, like, achievements for fighting stuff at least once, especially in co-op. Like, you go and you bring a friend and you fight something with them, you get, like, a co-op achievement. But I don't think I've fought in it a lot. Maybe I've defeated it recently. Periodically, I'll just, like, not do my Battle Pass stuff every week, and then I'll be sitting there on the weekend, and I don't want to use my resin on, like, fighting all the bosses or whatever. So I'll just teleport around the map and I'll kill a boss, and then warp to the next one, and all of that will count for the Battle Pass. So I will randomly, periodically fight things that I don't even need to fight. Okay, Lumen Stone. Adjuvant? I think that's how you would say that word. I've never seen that word in my life other than this game, so I don't know how it's pronounced. I'm going to guess adjuvant. When you have the Lumistone adjuvant equipped, it will provide illumination if it contains energy. Perhaps the stone relies on a unique ley line environment. However, as such, only works within the underground mines of the chasm. Certain special devices and creatures, such as lumen lamps and lucklight flies, can be used to replenish the Lumenstone adjuvant's energies. Perhaps someone in the exploration team can strengthen the power of the Lumenstone adjuvant. Yeah, you go and you collect. I think I picked up one just a minute ago. It was in my inventory. You collect these things, you turn them in, and you can level it up. It becomes better. You actually need to have it leveled up to clear certain things, because you'll find these big goop areas, these abyss areas, and pick that up. How this works. Yeah, the potential is yet to be unlocked. We only have one bar, right? You need multiple bars to clear some things. Or you look at that thing right there, right? How it's got 3 around it. So to actually or you can recharge off it, that means it can recharge up to 3. Oh, who'd I piss off?
Jumpy, jumpy, go! Boing, boing, boing!
Locked on! Locked on!
I forget that guy just like chills there. Like all the time. That's just his home.
Hold on to your hats. Let's fly! Locked on! Bullseye! Locked on! Bullseye! Bullseye!
So I'm actually out. I'm really glad that I have Chaska, because these guys hit like a truck.
Open fire!
Even when they're
Open
the same
fire.
or lower level than you.
Locked on!
And you could just ignore most of them by flying. They're just annoying to fight. Like this thing, I don't know how much, or I don't have Lumistone potential yet, so I can't actually clear it. I'll have to come back here. But there's a chest up here I think we can get, right? No, darn. It looked like one in the dark. The chest is going to be inside that thing then. Are all the whereabouts below? Are they lower than us? I don't think any of them are up here, right?
Jumpy, dumpty, go!
Let me go up and see. No, we have to upgrade to do that. Okay, if nothing was up here, that means it's all below. Ooh, what's that? Well, I know we want this. So let's go grab this. Oh, it's a trial that we have to recharge. No, I guess it was up. Okay. Wasn't I just there, though? Okay. back and get my drop anyway.
Woo! La la la. Da da da.
I keep hitting all the wrong buttons. Stop it. Everything around what I'm trying to get. Okay, this is where we need to go. Yeah, because I can't check that thing if I don't have the stone. Oh yeah, Sealy.
Another test subject.
Fire in the hole! Take me up! Bullseye! Open fire!
The wrong test subject. Off with you. What's it done?
I actually forget how you get the map to this area. So I don't think there's a statue of the Seven down here. I need to pick all this up. Anybody see where that Sealy went?
What's it done?
No, it's not up. Maybe it, oh, there it is. I was like, maybe it went this way?
Maybe there's even more buried below. Da, da, da.
So we need to go down. Okay, well, we can't go down. And if we can't go down and the place is below us, I guess we do have to do that quest. Oh my god, stop it. Why do I keep going to the wrong one? But I don't have the glowstone, the lumastone unlocked, so what am I supposed to do? How can I look for clues if I can't open it?
La la la.
I don't know. Where was the people that I came in here with that I was talking to? Because you can't upgrade this thing until you get down to the camp, right?
Da, da, da.
Unless you can upgrade it here. No, you won't.
Woo. La la la.
Well, what I need's not up here. So this? Is this what I was supposed to be here? Oh my god, I thought what I needed was underneath the sludge. Just running around like an idiot. Okay. Well, and I've cleared this area. For the most part. This goes back to my earlier problem about the chasm, right? Why are all of these side quests? If you won't let me go down there without completing this, why is this not just the main quest? Was it like an eternal excuse to not have it voiced? Which I don't really care about that. I just want to know why is this not the main quest? Why is this a side quest if I cannot progress without doing it? It just makes no sense. Because this quest, I think, it basically is taking us on a guided tour through the chasm. More or less. Oh, I need that. This should just be the main quest. I think this is my exact complaints last time, too. Mostly because, like, you have to assume that anything that's a side quest is just for extra entertainment, right? Even as far as knowledge. It's like, side quests should be giving you, as far as lore goes, extra lore for people who are interested. But should not be mandatory to the understanding of the main quest of the game. Anything that should be mandatory to the understanding of the main quest of the game should be in the main quest. So, like, you wouldn't be surprised if somebody was playing this and just mashed through all of this just to be able to get back onto the main quest. Okay, that's how we get our maps. This is where we upgrade to, I think? At least for now. I think she might change locations. How much do we need for our first upgrade? 8. Got it. That's not what I want to do. Still hasn't been unlocked. Sure. Just give me something that's utterly useless at the moment. Can I walk across that rope? I can. Be very careful. I don't want to run because I don't want to fall. Eh. The thing that's scaring me is that I'm not very centered. So this might actually be something that I'd say would probably be easier on controller than it would be on mouse and keyboard. Like you could use the mouse, I guess, maybe for precision aiming, but the joystick lets you move pretty precisely without having to move your camera. You know, we're just gonna fly this way. There we go. Oh, I don't have time for you, Zeely. You're in the opposite direction of where I want to go. Oh, there's another one. As long as they're not out of the way, I kind of want to get as many of these things as I can. Let me land. What's that? Oh, it's just a recharge. Okay. That was a waste. Especially if I need 8 for my first upgrade. We want to get 8 sooner than later. There's another one in that direction. Where is it? Is it ground level or is it up? I don't see it. It's none of my concern. We get the one that we can see.
La la la.
Ooh, how high do you launch us? Not super high. But high enough to be a shortcut. I also forget, don't we run into like Yelan or someone down here? I vaguely remember that. I know Dainsleif is down here. That I clearly remember. I do think some of these more underground abyssal areas, these areas that are heavily linked to Conry in the past, like this, like and Kinomiya, which is completely optional, but we should probably unlock at some point, are some of the coolest designed areas in the game. Like, it is pretty cool to just keep going downward into the chasm until you get to the bottom. Yeah, we'll double back for you after I get the teleport.
Want to take my hammer?
Try.
I messed up.
Open fire! Locked on!
Should replace my hammer.
Bullseye!
Hold on to your hat.
That single... picked the wrong test subject.
Why would you set a trap like that up, too? Like, who do you expect to come down here while the chasm is sealed off? That's my question.
Let's fly.
Like, the only people down here are people who aren't supposed to be down here. So are you setting a trap for other treasure hoarders?
Take me up.
Oh. That's why it says out of 2. Oh. You know, get off of me. Oh. I thought it took me to the wrong one. It accidentally took me to the right one. What do we need? We need head to the investigative site for the first anomaly. Campsite has been occupied by treasure hoarders. Also, how many have we picked up so far? 10? Cool, we can get our first upgrade. Maximum amount of energy that can be stored in Lumestone is now 3. We need another upgrade to actually activate the light. There's a bigger stone. Where do we get the bigger stone? No, that's not what I want. I want to... Okay, we can scroll over there. That doesn't help us at all. I guess we have to go complete her commission. Maybe that'll get us the information on how we get the bigger stone. I don't have a lot of faith it's going to give us good information, but it might. Yeah, we'll just go back to the other teleport. With Chaska, there might be like some sneaky way in which we could probably have gotten up there from there, but I don't know if it'd be worth it, especially if we fall. We'll just do it the right way. I guess you were where I wanted to go after all. Oh!
The insolence.
That was a surprise.
Open fire!
And all kinds of people just popping up out of nowhere down here. Like, who are you waiting for? I guess the Fatui and the treasure hoarders are just having like... Why would I do that? She's not even do that. They're just having like a feud down here. Maybe they're waiting for each other and I just happen to be in the way.
This body belongs to ice and snow.
wasn't expecting an adventure, but this could be a boon if I happen to take you out.
Fighting the...
What you got?
Dumpty Dumpty go!
It's a good thing this bridge is not a destructible environment, because I fear Klee would just take us all down with her.
Open fire! Come again.
Lockdown!
Good. Should suffocate.
Knock him down.
Klee also, if you notice this look, she struggles to fight things that are uphill from her because of her bombs have like a fixed trajectory. They're not like arrows where somebody will shoot it upwards or some other just raw elemental catalyst. Really good fighting people below her though for the most part, as long as you have the angle. But you could also be, look at this bridge too, directly in front of her and she might just throw it over her head. Just a lot of awkward stuff about how Klee was designed. But it's okay, she's the best character. And she can have awkward stuff. Oh. For some reason, I thought there would be something I could stand on immediately on the other side of that jump.
Boing, boing, boing!
That's another one I never got. What's the point of having a take photo mechanic or whatever if the game just auto aims it directly where it needs to be? Like, you could at least make a mini game out of it where you have to align it properly. But again, I'm thinking this game has to be played on phone. But you could actually just make the controls good enough that you can do that on phone. Oh.
La la la.
I see it.
Open fire! Bullseye! Locked on!
I have too much fire
Locked on!
necessarily to fight this guy. Ow!
Drop your weapons!
Ow, 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 ow.
Let's fly! Open fire!
Oh my god, I'm clipping into the ceiling. I can't see what I'm doing.
Bullseye!
Dumpty Dumpty go! Da da da!
Final warning!
Say
That's just for
cheese!
healing.
Fire in the hole!
running. Slimes are all so brave until you break whatever armor they have, and then they just run off in the other direction. Is it going this way? I don't even know if we can continue this way yet. It's very cloudy. Please let me get my teleporter before I go back. There we go. That's the boss I was talking about that I hardly ever fight. I don't even know who needs that. It's got to be some geo-based person. That's the only thing I can think of. Well, most of the geo-based people that I've leveled up were either well before or well after this part. Okay, treasure hoarder campsite. Very far away.
Drop your weapons! Hands where I can see them! Take me up! Bullseye! Locked on! Try!
His name is Clitofo. Former treasure hunter. Or treasure hoarder. Well, I don't know. Were you former before or after they locked you up? Because I could understand either direction there. Like, they just locked me up. I don't want to be friends with them anymore. Ah, okay, yeah. He was already trying to change his life path when they locked him up. We could just give him to the Millilith. I think that'd be fine. I don't want to deal with this guy. Second occupied camp. Got it, got it, got it.
Let's fly!
I'll just get this viewpoint while we're here. There's another one. Where is it? Oh, it's down there. Okay, I want to ignore those guys. I really don't want to deal with them.
Let's fly.
Fire Abyss mages are annoying when half your teams fire.
Hold on to your hats.
Boing, boing, boom! Get the...
Yeah, that's true. Doesn't matter how big your cannon is if you don't have anything to load into it. Guess we're gonna have to go get, like, ammunition or something. But... where is this? It says it's up. There. We might go get that. I think we'll get this teleporter, just so that we can be close to here again. It's probably in the direction we need to go anyway. We probably need to go up. But after we get the teleport, I think we're probably going to close out. Because it's about the time I want it to end. Seems like a good spot to stop in the middle of the chasm. Yeah, it seems they want us to go there anyway. Yeah, cool. We'll just stop here. So what we got? Got some achievements to pull in. We'll probably do a couple pulls. Because we are probably not getting Varka, but since the game decided to throw Klee at us so quickly, it wants us to try to pull for Varka. We'll pull what we get in the, for the rest of his banner, I guess. I mean, Varka's cool. I wouldn't mind having him. Been waiting for a long time for him to be added to the game. Oh, we've got a pull in the shop too. You see, we're always so broke on Stardust that we almost never even get the monthly free pulls. Hey, at the very least, we might get a 4-star missing. Because we are missing quite a few of them. We're not missing you, but you're a useful one. I'll take as many constellations for you as we can get. I think we got a couple of these too. No.
Hello.
Oh, that's our first Auroron.
From the Masters of the Nightwind. Want some vegetables?
That's a good electro applicator. Not that I needed one.
I'm not trying to sell anything to you or get anything in return.
Until we get to a point where we need Night Soul as a mechanic.
I just like to see what
electro happens to be
so I end up with a lot of produce.
The bulk of what's already built on this account.
Wind up in the stomach of someone who enjoys them. That's all that matters.
This account is really good for overload, and I guess Flynn's for like lunar charged. We need more things. more diversity of elemental reactions and attack methods. You're the new one. Constellation. Okay. Well,
so heavy.
That's it for today. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you guys maybe in between. I think I'm going to be at Mike's this Sunday. He has reminded me that I am on duty for the mic stand this Sunday, so maybe I'll post that in the channel post so people can find me there. Otherwise, Monday, probably.
Do you want to come fish blasting with me? I'll get grounded for a whole day, but it's way worth it because the fish tastes so good.
Yes, I do want to go fish blasting, Clee.